Today's giveaway is sponsored by Contrail, the Contrail Webshop, Contrail.shop if you want to head to their website and check them out. And you can download their fantastic Contrail program as well for Windows, which manages all of your add-ons for you for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it allows you to link multiple accounts from different web shops all in one place on the program. What it will then do, so LatinVFR as a bit of an example, it will allow you to configure and update all of your purchases and have them all in one place. For example, mine are all installed in the Contrail library folder on my D drive, and it will link itself to the sim. So check them out, really great web shop and generous for providing our giveaway today. So thank you very much to the Contrail Webshop team. All the links will be in the description for today's stream if you want to check out their web shop and download their program. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. As always, very warm welcome back to our bronze, silver and gold frequent flyers and everybody else tuning in today as well, hitting that subscribe button down below in preparation for our giveaway today. So who we've got in the chat? Doctor on board, thank you very much, hello to you. Departing runway 08 left at Munich, arriving at Barcelona 25 right. Beeline pilot, no problem at all, there's always going to be another one. Jay, Gridderman, hello to you guys. Matchuk, Extreme Pool, Alex, Philip, g'day to you. Channel member, welcome. And Jacob as well, hello guys. Gridderman, easy or hard giveaway question today. It will require a little bit of thought, I think. I hope it will anyway. Yeah, here we go. We've got two €25 gift vouchers to give away today, courtesy of Contrail Webshop, which is really kind of them. So thanks to Lars from Contrail for donating those copies, really generous. And you can see we're back in the amazing Aerosoft CRJ700, which I absolutely love. Pretender, hello to you as well, welcome. Paddy, wow, did I really catch a stream at the beginning for once? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, you did, yeah, good job. Make sure you guys hang around enough to get your entries put in as well. And this is a paint scheme on flightsim.to guys as well. New Lufthansa I think it's been called in the CRJ700 category. We're at stand 212 at Munich, and we've got the SimWings Munich scenery as well, which is available. Everything you guys see today is available to purchase and download directly from Contrail. So everything, LatinVFR's ground power, ground equipment, custom equipment thing, Arex EU, we've got that. SimWings Munich, and we've got LatinVFR's Barcelona as well. What a shame, it's just renewed. Nice one, thank you very much. So, straight to the flight deck. We're on VATSIM, of course. And we're only on external power, so a little different to the usual start for the setup here. We're on external power, so we've got AC and DC on. We need to fire up the APU. Jacob, what controls do you have? Start. David in Puerto Volanta, hello, welcome. That sounds like a very nice place. Love the sounds of this. Marek, hello. For those of you who've been watching my CRJ tutorials, you'll know that that's animated there, the APU valve as well. I covered that in episode 1, I believe it was, starting from cold and dark. So that's the APU available, so we can come off AC DC. Oh, hello. Aircraft, ground power removed, and ground air cart connected. We remove that, and we can close that passenger door now as well. You've got the Thrustmaster TCA throttle, Jacob. It's Ashley on the channel, one of our channel members, actually put a comment on one of my tutorials the other day. And it was a really good tip. And they basically said for those of you that use the Thrustmaster TCA pack, said unscrew the bottom. You guys will know what this means more than I will. Unscrew the bottom and take out the detents, and it actually makes it work better. Vets, nice. Long journey for you. Not so long for myself. We've got our route plugged in, and we're expecting the TURBU 7 Quebec departure. Here are 5 pages of legs for us. And this is not counting the legs that we're going to be using for the arrival as well for the star. So this is going to take us all the way through to our entry point of BISBA into Barcelona. David, I'm glad you enjoyed the tutorials. Everything's ready to go. The flight number is Hansaline 1816, but the call sign is Hansaline 09 Mike. Well, it's Lufthansa 09 Mike in real life, but we're not flying in the A320. Got the transponder on for now. TA only. Oops. On, above, below. Mode auto. Test. Thomas, hello, welcome.
Gas system test okay.
Lovely, that's working. So then, we are ready for push and start. Let's pop that back up again. All these systems are on, I think. So seatbelt signs and things too. What else do we have here? Once we take off, guys, I'm going to ask you guys a question. Get the boost pumps on. Continuous ignition, beacon, and basically you've just got to put that answer in once only, once you've hit that subscribe button as well, and chocks. There we go. And what that will then do is give you guys an entry via the Nightbot mod. There's that ground power Arex custom ground vehicles pack. So, looking really good. Munich's really empty. This is Fly Live, I think it's called Fly Live, Thomas. Munich traffic, Hansaline 09 Mike, stand 212, push and start. Facing north. Let's rock and roll. There we go, pushback. Start pushback. So, with the Toolbar Pushback mod, we're going to let the tug taxi into position, and you will see, or at least from memory, you'll see some gates appear behind the nose wheel. What a shame, right on time, yeah indeed. Thanks for renewing the membership. Obviously it does this little wiggle and things. So we'll let Microsoft Flight Simulator do its thing. Drive through the aeroplane first for a bit. And then when it works itself out. There we go. You can't quite see the gates, I don't think. No. But we're all connected, so I'll break off and we can bring that tug back now. Control the speed. Continuous ignition, APU boost pumps are all on, so engine 1 start. Axe gone off. No in real life captains today. No, not yet. I'd imagine he's flying on the line if he's not here. $20. Click into idle. Who said hello? Ah, Gridman. That's not good. Make sure you're not running any other pushback related stuff though. Yeah, Thomas, there should be some different size ones. I think it's just whatever the sim spawns. Alberto in Chile, hello. You can hold now, there's a new feature here, so you can hit hold and it will hold everything in place. So yeah, if you're told to hold position, you can click that, it will freeze the pushback as it is. And Matthew, nice. Yeah. You've been KOLON. Yeah, it's huge, isn't it? What we need is a little motor talk. Really, more than anything else. Oh, which way am I going to push? There we go. How are we doing here? The N2. There we go. Musa, nice. Well, welcome. Make sure you enter the giveaway today, of course. If you guys have never checked out Contrail before, then I highly recommend it. They've got some really nice high quality scenery on the Contrail Webshop. How are we doing for my accuracy? Ooh, not the best. There we go. Let's make this a bit tighter. There goes the ding. So all of our master cautions have just cleared as well off the ICAS. It's always a good sign. And we're straight in the tug there. Bring the speed down rather than just hit stop. I like to bring the speed down to almost at nothing, and then we stop the pushback, put the park brake on. We can close that now, we're done. Leon, hello. We're on Unicom, so not very much for us to do, but we've got the LukeAirTool, so let's play the Lufthansa safety demonstration. Musa, no, you don't need any commands. You need to make sure you're subscribed, and then when I ask a question for you guys, you just got to put the question, the answer in.
Meine Damen und Herren, im Namen Ihrer heutigen Lufthansa-Crew möchten wir Sie bitten, sich mit den Sicherheitsvorkehrungen an Bord dieser Maschine vertraut zu machen.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of your Lufthansa crew on duty today, we would like to show you the safety features on board.
So, we're quite heavy today. I've put the weight right up just to see what happens, but we've set a stab trim of 7.2 according to the performance page of the EFB, and we're going to go flaps 8 anyway. We've got a massive runway to use. But in the performance tab you can see there I've ramped it right up, so almost full with passengers, almost forward cargo fairly heavy, and the rear aft cargo is fairly heavy too. We've still got a bit of weight to play with, of course, but certainly the heaviest that I've operated this. So, taxi charts. Munich traffic, answer line 09 Mike. Taxiing to hold point Alpha 3, runway 08 left. Via Whiskey 2, November 3, November, and Alpha.
Munich traffic, Lufthansa 905 Mike, and 205. Behind the
Those were steering arms?
Diese Ausgänge haben aufblasbare Rutschen, über die Sie das Flugzeug im Notfall verlassen können.
So he's there waiting to push. Oh, there's an Orbit. Awesome. First time I've seen that livery in the sim. Orbit Airlines.
Ziehen Sie die Maske ganz zu sich herunter, den
Taxi
Sauerstofffluss
lights.
zu starten.
What else can we have?
Sie sie dann auf Mund und Nase und streifen Sie das elastische Band über Ihren Kopf. Danach
Windshield heat's already on, and probe heat's on. We've already set our landing elevation, 1,480 feet for Munich.
In der Business Class ist sie ebenfalls unter der Armlehne verstaut. In der Economy Class
Musa, what's your opinion stand on freeware development groups like Ouroboros and Pinpoint? Love them, providing they know what they're doing though. And it's not a load of kids just making a server for the sake of it. If there's organisation and there's progress and it's being developed by knowledgeable people, then it's awesome, because then it's going to be great for the community. Otherwise, yeah, they tend to fail. But that's a generalisation, of course. Matthew, you're not flying the line today. It's day 2 of 2 off, then another 4 on. Something like a week or so. Wow. Good grief. He's waiting to push there. This is a stunning scenery. But one thing I noticed today is all of the internal signs are they all point to a Lufthansa flight going to Haneda. Like, what pieces do you like in general and what do you hate? About what specifically? It's very difficult to generalise freeware projects because they're all very, very different. Some of them are fantastic, some of them are not so much. How are we doing up here? That's all looking good, and we've got the recirc fan on as well. Taxiing through entry November 3. I remembered the nose wheel steering today. Folks, for those of you who watched my tutorial the other day. Thomas, I'm not sure actually. I suppose you just type at and then the name. I think it depends on their own settings. Good grief, it's so hot where I am at the moment.
Heavier items of hand baggage should be placed under the seat in front of you.
So, right's clear. And even though we're turning left, check left anyway.
Your belt is tight. To unfasten your seatbelt, simply pull up the flap. As turbulence can occur unexpectedly at any time, you're required to fasten your seatbelts as soon as you've taken your seat. This is in the interests of your own safety.
We've got the LatinVFR.
This aircraft has 12
Barcelona as well.
exits.
Oh, Jacob, yeah, the Captain Sim 777, woefully atrocious.
Will guide you to these exits, which are marked
Oh,
clearly with
Luso,
the
it's really
word
hard to tell.
exit.
You guys will see all the time
These
freeware
exits
projects
are
give
equipped with
updates about, look how great our
evacuation
model
signs
is.
which you can use to leave
But
the
the
aircraft
hardest
in an
part, and
emergency.
actually about 80% of this, I'm
In
just
the
going to go through
unlikely
this
event
guy
of a
because
loss in
it's
cabin
annoying that
pressure,
he's even here.
oxygen masks will automatically drop from the panel above you.
The hardest part of all of these projects is actually the coding. And more often than not, these freeware projects are great at creating stuff on Blender. And when it comes to actually developing the aeroplane to make it fly as it should, they really struggle. Which is why I avoid, that's why you guys don't see me doing any of those MSFS news videos, because I just think they're very clickbaity, but they don't actually say very much either. And more often than not, some of these actual projects end up failing, and I'd rather not cover it if that's the case, because then it looks silly on me.
Close the vest at the front and pull the straps tight.
Flight reports. Am I looking forward to the Toulouse Airport Adam from Flightbeam Studios? I didn't know they were making one. I've emailed them once before actually, and I don't think they've replied. I might drop them another email. Toulouse would be fantastic. What a great airport that'd be. Musa, it's really hard to tell. Like I said, until there's actually, until there's coding taking place, it's kind of pointless talking about the projects.
The use of transmission equipment and remote-controlled toys is forbidden for the entire time you're on board. Please switch off all electronic
Jay, yeah, the
devices
Contrail app
now.
is fantastic.
You may switch it on again only when the fasten seatbelt
That's
signs have been
Monster,
turned
yeah.
off.
I do like
For
Obsidian
information
Ant.
on which electronic
I'm on about some of those
devices
other
are
channels.
allowed, please check the Lufthansa magazine.
Here we go, pretend he's not there.
We ask that you
Doink.
please read the safety instructions, which you will find at your seat. For further information, please consult the Lufthansa magazine.
Looks like we've timed this quite well. Who's behind us? Anybody?
Your cabin attendants will also be happy to assist you.
There's the
We're now
Lufthansa.
ready for takeoff, so please ensure that your table and the monitor is stowed and secured correctly.
This is one part of Munich that I've not actually bothered trying
Make sure that your seat back is
to
in an
fly
upright
from.
position.
And perhaps I should, because it looks pretty cool. Especially with whatever that's supposed to be there. I reckon North Kent sweating as well, nice. Yeah, it's been exceptionally hot over these last couple of days, hasn't it? Not that I'm complaining too much. So that's the Lufthansa safety demonstration done. Well, Musa, the problem is you need to have something to code before you can code. So you've got to make, yeah, Zugmeister, I completely agree. Which is why I just don't bother with it. as much as it, you know, I could do an MSFS news video and get thousands of views on it, and obviously in the process earn a bit of extra ad revenue from that, but I just don't see what the point is. Until they've got to build the model first, of course. So once they've built that, then they need coders, and that's where a lot of them struggle. Ridderman, yes, but it is really nice. And if you win 25 euros today, it's only going to cost you 10. With my bit of quick math. So we set down for 3, didn't we? So that's here. Ooh, that was a bit of a strange stutter we got there. I know there are problems with some of the CRJ liveries at the moment where you might get a crash to desktop. And this one, which looks stunning, is one that I've not actually tried before. And you guys know I don't bother testing stuff before I stream. I just go for it. It's looking clear. Wow, Jacob's near Folkestone as well. Wow, yeah. Super hot down there. I need some air conditioning. Munich traffic, answer line 09 Mike, via Alpha 3 lining up runway 08 left to depart on a TURBU 6 Quebec departure. William, hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has advised
Click, click,
we are
click,
now
click.
ready to take off.
Lovely stuff. Just double check again, can't see anybody, nobody's shouted up on Unicom to say they're on finals. It's a stunning airport though, and yeah, it's good on performance.
5563 is lining up and waiting, runway 08 right. We'll depart once you're airborne, Luke.
So we'll cross paths.
Traffic, Lufthansa 905 miles behind Hansa Line, lining up runway 08 left.
Alright, we don't need to stop. Toga. Cross reversers are armed as well, just have a quick double check of that by having a look down. And a bit of throttle. Reset my view for departure. And V1 is 133. Toga. Dropped out of the gate there. There we go. Cross set. Speed's live. Like I said, we're quite heavy today. 80 knots. And there's a little bit of a crosswind, albeit mild. The sim likes to take stuff to the extreme. D1, rotate. Whoa, like that. Not even sure what that was. A full left aileron here. It's not that strong. Wow, look at that. Now that is where I can tell you this isn't me. I'm going to go nav, speed, autopilot, and I'm going to see what happens here. Oh wow. Oh dear.
1000 sync rate.
I'll be back in a second.
5, 4, 2, 1.
Wow. You know what? Let's change livery, shall we? Because I don't think this one works. Slow radio, you've tuned in at the worst time. I don't know what happened there, guys. Wow. That's a little bit frustrating. I couldn't have gone any higher than full left aileron then. I mean, you guys saw how much deflection I was using on the aileron. Strange, because there was certainly no reason for that to happen. Let's change livery, shall we, to one that I used on the previous stream. I jinxed it by saying what I said just before departure. Oh well, that's a channel first. Let's go right to 171. Right, what we've got here. There we go. I feel like X-Plane 72 now, XP72. We'll be right back. What else could it be? part of me thought if I turn the autopilot on, perhaps it's going to solve that problem, but clearly not. Lars from Contrail's sadly watching. Yeah, Zorgmeister. It's funny how these little gremlins just crawl in from absolutely nowhere. Aileron trim was full right before takeoff. That's really strange. That's something I didn't click. I know we can get issues with liveries, but I didn't think they were that serious. Oh well. I was just about to start the giveaway as well. Right, let's get this fired up real quick and see how quick we can do this then. APU power, ring, nav, logo, down, down, down. Come on, APU. APU invite, SRV open. That's more like it. David, not recently. There was one the other day, wasn't there? Aileron trim shouldn't have changed at all, though. I certainly didn't click any of that. That's really a bit weird. Not sure why it was maxed out. Oh well. My bad. That's something I didn't notice. Like I said, a lot of the times these aeroplanes go wrong with pilot error. Make sure I've got these set. Gonna have to keep an eye on that then. Bizarre. 2000. Let's just turn stuff on. Ready. And we were going. What's in it? EDDM. You guys are going to get a little tutorial now. I can't remember what gate we're at, but I'll leave that blank for now. It's the IRS. Next page. Good job I left my sim brief up. So, direct to TURBU. And then Yankee 107 ASVUT. ASVUT. Quebec 984. VAMTU. UM984. KOLON. Z184. To GANGU. Ah, oh, dear me. UM984. To DIVKO. And then UN975. BISBA. I must have accidentally knocked that without realising that aileron trim. Flight level 370. Oh, we're not delayed at all, are we? Let's turn this on. QNH 1022, wasn't it? But we'll sort that in a second. That'll do, and that was 7.1, so let's turn that down. There we are. It's showing balance there, so it'll be interesting to see if that changes. Flight plan, alternate, LFBO. Flight number. Oops. 116. Radio. CLH09 mic. That's so annoying. Oh well. 08 left. Turbo 6 Quebec. Execute. Frog perf. Departure, flight plan, legs, ready. QNH is 1022 hectopascals. Standby instruments set. They're all looking good. Of course we need to get those on. Continuous ignition. I need to reconnect to VATSIM. Oh god, this damn simulator. Here we go. And I probably need to change this again. Annoyingly, I had Volanta recording that, so it looks like I did actually have a crash recorded. There's got to be a way to delete that. I like to pretend stuff never happened. So, that's all on and good. I think we're ready to go, folks. Beacons on. We'll sort the rest out as we taxi. Oh yes, good spot. Chocks. I'll break off. Continuous ignition, APU's on, boost pumps are on. Let's start the engines. We won't be far off behind the other guys. Heading bug, let's sort that out. I'll catch up on the live chat in a second, guys. Once I've sorted this nonsense out. Map check, wow. Try not to spam the chat too much, eh? Doctor aboard, thank you. Too much time at work, I need to practice my flying indeed, yes. Well, there's the threshold, you'll be pleased to know. Just make sure it's the correct threshold, it is. 08 left. And everybody's clear, which is good. Munich traffic, Hansel line 09 Mike, trying again, stand 171, push and start, face north. Right, so ailerons and rudders are looking balanced and neutral still. Steve, are Contrail going to stick with MSFS only? That's a really good question actually. If Lars is in the chat, hopefully he can answer that. Oh yeah, guys, it's always pilot error usually with this sort of stuff, as you just saw. I make these mistakes so you guys don't have to. I've got the oops, wrong engine started there. Help if I selected the correct one, wouldn't it? Come on, tug, off you go. Rock and roll. Okay, good stuff. Performance, set our V speeds. Nose wheel steering. Start engine 2. Till I'm trying to get this done real quick. Munich traffic, Hansel line 09 Mike. Taxiing to runway 08 left, hold point Alpha 3. Via entry November 1 and Alpha. Come on, there we go. We are on the way. Flaps set to 8. Wait for that right engine to stabilise first. Recirc fans are on. (1020), so we need to just bring that up a bit more. 160. 1340. 80. There we go. 1400. Hey, 29 palms. Hello. Sadly, you had to witness that. So V1 133 and V2 142. We've got both engines stabilised now. We can turn once I've finished this turn. Your damper 1 in up. Wowzers. There we go. That's going to be interesting. So. Okay, that's cleared that. Just switch your damper 2 off, see what happens. Okay. We've got Mac and stab trim. Otherwise that would be shouting at us. Philip's ahead of us for the first time ever. Right, that's neutral, that's neutral. Stab trim set. Check the physical knobs as well. They're looking fine. Not sure how you spotted that, Matthew. That's great vision. Munich traffic, cancel line 09 Mike via Alpha 3, departing runway 08 left, TURBU 6 Quebec departure. There we are. The APU off. We turned it off. No, we haven't. Continuous ignition. There we go. Oops.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has advised that we are now cleared for takeoff.
Yeah, Marek, yes, thank you. I keep staring at it now. I can see it's neutral. So I'm not sure what happened prior to that. It's really weird. Certainly didn't. I must have clicked it by clicking around on the second screen. It must have clashed with the camera view somehow. Bizarre. Press the tow gap. Press reverse is armed as well, of course. I think we are ready to go. Crash investigation episode, yeah, that's it. Flight sim special. Let's rock and roll. Wow. And then once we're airborne and stable, he says, we will start the giveaway. B1, rotate. Oh, look at that. Guys, this is much better. Positive rate, go up. There goes Munich. What a difference that makes, eh? There we go. So we want nav speed. I actually want to set speed at 230. Constraint. Autopilot engage. You know what I did forget? That should be on manual. Matthew, just after you set your transponder to number 1, the bottom half of the aileron trim switch got pushed and then stayed to the right. Oh dear. Yeah, weird. So, I must have swung back up here using my right mouse click and knocked that by accident. Munich traffic, cancel line 09 Mike, airborne passing 4000. Continue climb. We're in the climb gate, aren't we? Yes. 37,000 feet we're going to keep going up to today. We're on our way. Ah, cheers Matthew, yeah, for all to see, right? Brilliant. Standard pressure, standard pressure. So TURBU 7 departure, sorry. As we depart, max 230 knots in the turn, and now we can also increase our speed to 250. That's gone back to auto. It should have been manual for departure, but I forgot in haste. Probe heats are on as well, so I'll just make sure I haven't missed those. Good stuff. Let's check the shame in the Discord in the chat then, eh? Ah, well that explains a lot. So, as we were saying before, we inadvertently became another air crash investigation episode on the Discovery Channel, we've got two €25 gift cards that we can give away today, courtesy of our friends at Contrail. I'm going to increase speed up now to climb speed, I think. Oh, Matthew, exactly, yes, it's a learning point. Let's disarm the thrust reversers. He says, whilst diverting attention elsewhere. And basically today we're going to ask one question, and you guys only have to answer once. Make sure you hit subscribe before you enter, and check all the terms and conditions, the link for which is in the description for today's stream. Everything you see here, so Munich, the Aerosoft CRJ, the LatinVFR Arex EU ground vehicle pack, and LatinVFR's Barcelona scenery are all available to purchase and download on the Contrail Webshop. So once you've hit subscribe, you want to answer the following question, and we're going to start the giveaway now. And we're going to draw two winners. The question is, which region of Spain is Barcelona situated in? Make sure you spell it correctly, so the bot can find you. Make sure, of course, you have NTSB Sim 2020. Yes. Flight Reports YouTube, thank you. Climbing away, and I was getting sidetracked starting the giveaway. Let's get rid of some of those lights and things. Beacon strobes. Leave those on, all those landing lights and things are off. Happy days. So you only have to answer once. Make sure you've obviously clicked subscribe before you do, and then you're in with a chance to win both entries basically. Go Pats, green guy. Our route today takes us over Innsbruck. Really nice little route. I need the English way of spelling it. For those of you who might be spelling it in a Spanish way. And thanks for bearing with me while I dealt with that issue there. William, yeah, we need the spelling that is effectively the English version. And yeah, that issue earlier was not caused by the livery by the looks of it. More me clicking something and not realising and breaking the aeroplane, resulting in a crash. My first ever one live. Good grief, I thought it was never going to happen. Thought, no way, I'm invincible. I've got this.
Meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, jetzt haben wir unsere Reiseflughöhe erreicht. Ich hoffe, Sie genießen die Aussicht, denn heute zeigt sich Mutter Natur mal wieder von ihrer besten Seite. From the flight deck, your captain here, between a road below and some great cloud formations, we have a lovely view outside the aircraft today. Mother Nature at her best.
That's the one, Alberto. We've got another giveaway in 2 days as well, so in 2 days time we're going to be giving away, courtesy of Arex, their new Edgeley EA7 Optica for MSFS, which is going to be quite cool. We're going to go and blast around the Caribbean for a little bit, for a couple of hours in that, and you guys are all welcome to join, of course. And we will be giving away one of those courtesy of Arex in 2 days time, so another giveaway coming up. This one's a really generous one of Contrail, giving us two €25 gift vouchers to give away today, and all you've got to do is answer that one question after you've hit subscribe. Couldn't be easier. Alberto. You could put it in French as well, I guess, but I don't think the bot would find it. Randolph, good afternoon. Ravens, hello as well. Thomas, exactly. At least now the rest of you guys will triple check your aileron trim before takeoff. And yeah, you know what? To be fair, I should have done it myself. So naughty me. Should have checked all the trim was neutral. And I could have saved it if I'd have realised quickly enough. Although I didn't have very much time, I've got to say. We had lost control of that pretty quick after departure. Critterman, even when you have stream issues, we still learn new things. Exactly. Every day's a learning day in the CRJ. This is pretty bumpy over the Alps. Oh, we got down here. We should be not too far from Innsbruck. Jacob, all I know that there's 2 screws at the bottom of your TCA Thrustmaster joystick set, and if you unscrew those, the detents are inside a little cover basically. But I'm not sure because I don't have one to be honest. Lauren, yeah, you didn't miss much. Just me absolutely cocking it up. Alberto, that's not good. What are Teespring doing about it? I think it sounds like I need to send them another email. You've got your NetGator though. Yes, almost an inadvertent air show. If I could have turned it into a barrel roll, actually, maybe we could have recovered that. Question for the giveaway, guys. Which region, I need the English name for this as well, which region of Spain is Barcelona situated within? And for a hint, for those of you who might not be sure, it's the capital of that, Barcelona is the capital of that particular autonomous region, which is the answer for today. Make sure you hit subscribe before you answer the question, and then the bot will locate your entry accordingly as we pass the Alps. How are we doing here? 31,000 feet, so we're almost at cruise. And we could probably get a bit of speed, a bit of time back up. Ah, yes, there's Innsbruck. I thought we were getting close to passing that. Zorgmeister, yeah, we almost lived it for you. And that brings me on to another point actually, that latest tutorial that we've got. The latest video, sorry, that we've got from Xbox, or Microsoft, has a Top Gun downloadable pack that'll be coming in fall or autumn for us in Europe, which is going to be really cool. They teased, right at the end of it, they teased a this turbulence is affecting the climb rate a little bit. Bring this down because Barcelona's almost at 0, so save me a job later. Mach decimal 85. You know what? I've never been to Barcelona. I was tempted to go, but there was all that unrest in the area, so. Phase, yeah, I was quite surprised by that as well. I've got to say, really excited by it as well. You know, I'm not expecting much. It's got to be said. I'm not expecting much at all from we're actually losing altitude here. Dropped out. We're still in the climb gate. And this turbulence is killing the lift on the wings a little bit. Let's do that. Evelyn, welcome. Lauren, exactly. Yeah, when you're like this with your cursor and you're trying to manage one button, it becomes difficult. We're getting there. I was climbing fairly quickly anyway, to be fair, near that 300 knots mark, but I'm going to bring that speed back a little bit to get the nose up in speed mode. Seems to have worked a little bit there. Mach decimal 80, we'll target that. I'll just check our progress on Volanta compared with Philip, who's passing LEBC, so how far is he away from us? LEBC 41. 80 miles ahead. Come on, go. Make sure that is in the climb gate. Check. His Spanish teacher says there's a lot of pickpocketing there. It wouldn't surprise me actually. Tends to be the case in a lot of touristy cities, no matter where you go. If you're coming for the giveaway, courtesy of Contrail.
Get some churros or ice cream after landing.
Get some churros or ice cream after landing. Wow, I've not had churros in a very long time. I'll definitely get some ice cream or a gin and tonic after that departure. Well, departure version 1. Let's get some speed in here, shall we? In a hold at Levsey just for fun. Brilliant. Yeah, it's not playing ball today. So I must have missed something, but I'm certain I haven't. All damp 1 and 2, max stab trim and everything are on as well. There's nothing in the CAS. We'll get up to cruise and I'm hoping it'll stabilise. They're still balanced. I'm hoping that speed comes back up. I know we are very heavy today. This is the heaviest I've ever operated this, so perhaps that could be a bit of a sticking point here for us. Cool. I have to excuse the fact that I'm probably making you guys dizzy with this, flicking around the screens and things. Yeah, Matthew, that's a good idea. Finish turning, so let's resync that. I mean, we're doing about we're doing 400 foot per minute anyway. So, if you've not entered the giveaway yet, we've got two €25 gift cards to give away courtesy of Contrail.shop. And there we go, start to pick up a bit nicer there. We'll do Mac Decimate 2, I think, to try and pick up a bit of time. You need to make sure you click subscribe down below. If you want the terms and conditions, they are available in full on a PDF document linked in the description for today's live stream. And you've just got to answer the following question correctly. Which region of Spain is Barcelona situated in? And I want the English spelling for that. Make sure you spell it correctly. Matt check. The shop, Contrail.shop is their website. I remember reading on the forums that when you do rack it up really heavy, like we did today, you can get some issues towards the top of climb. But again, I think the turbulence wasn't helping things either. Just let that speed come back up a little bit, and just as it starts to tickle the gate, I'll let it stabilise that N1 for cruise. Although I fear at this at the weight. Oh, brilliant! Thank you, Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's just changed the regional pressure of the area and made us drop 200 foot. And what that does is it then screws my speed up. Yeah, Zugmeister, if I'd have thought of that prior to today's stream, that would have been a question. Matthew, I'd like to show my first officers this by simulating a bleed duct warning and starting a timer, having them look it up and read it. One of the first notes is about if it's been more than 30 seconds you will lose. Wow. All bleed air sources. And I guess the sentence is almost 40 seconds since the failure. That's quite a while. I think we're going to be having this at the top end of our N1 for most of the journey today. It's going to be one of those days where I spend more time in the flight deck than going out. Double bark. Yeah, somebody's just dropped a package through the window. Turbulence isn't helping today, I don't think. Could have been, oh no, not through the window. Swiss pilots, we'll be announcing them during the stream today. We're going to give away the first winner during just prior to establishing on the ILS, and then the second winner will be announced when we park up on stand, pushing it for a Mach decimal 82 here. As we burn a bit of fuel though, guys, we're going to get a bit lighter, and that in turn is going to allow us to accelerate the aeroplane a little bit more, or at least reduce some of the engine power. Not that I'm demonstrating my best ability today for some reason. I've got 3 tutorials live on the channel that I've re-recorded over the last few days covering the Aerosoft CRJ on a start to stop gate to gate tutorial over 3 episodes. So if you want to learn the CRJ, check it out. It's yeah, it doesn't go into massive amounts of depth, but it certainly gives you enough to make the most out of the aeroplane and really enjoy it. Daveniaris, welcome aboard. Don't forget to enter today's giveaway. You've just got to subscribe and then answer the following question. Which region of Spain is Barcelona situated in? And I need the English answer for that first. And you only have to answer once and it will get you an entry into both draws. Thomas, you don't need to be present, but as always with the terms and conditions, you've got 24 hours to contact me, either via email or directly via Discord, within our Discord server there. Bumpy. At least that speed is coming back up again a little bit. Always good. Absolutely ragging the engines today. 87% N1, good grief. Smashing over the Alps. I'll show you guys the route for today as well, with good old Navigraph. There we go. Let's clear that and drop that up. So you can see we're heading straight south over over Germany, out of Munich, over Austria. So we pass to the east of Innsbruck, which is just here where the little blue dial is. And now we're in Italian airspace, heading all the way down past Nice, Côte d'Azur, which is there. That was a lucky guess. And then descending over the Mediterranean into Barcelona. Tavaniaris, yeah, check out my 3 episodes that went live over the weekend, and hopefully they help. And I've left in a couple of errors that I'd made. I'd left them in as well, just as a bit of a learning point for you guys. So not setting the transponder until after pushback. I left that in, and nose wheel steering, make sure that's armed after pushback as well. What else was there? Pro Pete's up here. make sure they're on, and the windshield heat's on low at least. If I'm going to go through cloud or if it's cold, I'll put it onto high. And then within the tutorials there are quite a few different tips and tricks. Matthew will be pleased to see that today I've got all the switches down to auto for 1, 3B and 2, and on for auto for those, and then on for 3A. Hydraulics. Philip, that's good going. What speed are you flying at? Little random hold over Bergamo. How are we doing? There's Zurich. No, it's not. I think we may have already passed that. Actually, no, I stand corrected. That was on another route that I was looking at doing. Mach 79 at cruising at flight level 290. Wow. Why so low? Matthew, that's good to know. I guess for you guys, you know, you'll turn your tiller and you'll work it out pretty quickly, but in the sim currently, if you miss the nose wheel, you can still steer left and right, but it doesn't really give you very much of an indication of what's going on, because you can still turn fairly well. That was Bergamo Airfield down there. That blurriness that is Microsoft Flight Simulator at a very high altitude. And then Milan is over in the distance there somewhere. In fact, there's a blob in the distance there that could well be Milan Airport. Oh, Philip, yeah, fair enough. I think it's one of the airways on departure was a bit of a lower airway, so SimBrief leaves you on that bizarrely as a altitude. Any tip on taxiing? Take your time and make sure you've got everything set up as you need it, because otherwise you'll see what happened when we departed at the start for takeoff attempt number 1 today. We hit an almighty problem because I'd accidentally flicked a switch without realising, and it caused us to crash. David, good afternoon. You haven't missed much except for me crashing an aeroplane live for the first time ever. It's one of those days. I'm not having a great day, obviously. We've only just managed to get to cruise because I've put the aeroplane's weight to a fairly heavy value. Captain Takeshi, it's not too bad. You can see here it's pretty nice. It's just what it doesn't do is it doesn't render in the runways into clear definition. I'd imagine that just absorbs performance, so in the main it looks pretty amazing, but it doesn't like distance too well. You can see there, for example, we can see the outline of the airfield, but if I zoom in, the runway becomes blurry. Must rewind. So the giveaway question then, folks. Click like if you're enjoying today's stream as well. Don't forget to give us a little thumbs up today. Click the subscribe button down below, and then to be in with a chance to win one of 2 €25 gift vouchers for Contrail's Webshop. to help you purchase a load of really high quality MSFS add-ons. Just answer the following question. Which region of Spain is Barcelona situated in? I need the English spelling, the correct answer, and for the terms and conditions, do check out the description for today's stream. There's a link to the PDF there with all the full T's and C's for you to peruse through. Yeah, Lauren, apologies, I'm glad you tuned in late. Diego, hello. Marek, yes, they all behave differently, it's a good tip. How are we doing for speed? It's looking pretty good actually now. Gridman, you know what? I'm actually not sure. Really not sure if I'm getting any significant performance improvements or not. Maybe 1 or 2 frames per second. Flight reports, you want to change, I think it was anisotropic filtering or something like that. And I think level of detail might be one as well. Benno, welcome on board. Ah, Matthew, that's interesting, because I don't think that has... I don't think that warning is included in the Aerosoft CRJ. Current METAR at Barcelona, folks, as of 12 minutes ago. Winds are 190 at 9 knots, variable between 150 and 220 degrees. Ceiling and visibility okay, 28 degrees Celsius and dew point 20 degrees Celsius, QNH 1017. Ah, FDR fell. That's definitely not in this then. Extreme Pool, I think you mean the channel memberships. No, you don't need to be a channel member to be able to enter the giveaway, of course. Not sure where you got that from. Just subscribers. You got to hit subscribe down below first, and once that's ticked, you then answer the question correctly, and Nightbot will mark it as a correct entry. Currently, we've got 50 entries at the minute, so you've got, oddly enough, a 1 in 25 chance of winning either gift card. And how are we doing for Navigraph charts? A couple of runway options into Barcelona. 190 at 9. It's going to be pretty much a crosswind straight across the runway. Runway 25 left or 25 right. And we'll do an ILS approach now as well, because the ILS in the CRJ is really nicely fixed. It's working really well. The question is, our entry to Barcelona is via BISBA. Which arrival procedure do I want? BISBA to Yankee. Is this going to be one of those? No, it's not. Tango on 02. 25 left and right. So the BISBA 1 Zulu arrival, by the looks of it. Although that's by ATC it says, so... we might need to do that one. No, we don't. We might need to do one of those. BISBA 1 Whiskey, potentially. Holds over Lesba. .25 left and right, BISBA 1 Whiskey. BISBA at a below, flight level 250. BL045 at or above, flight level 130, that's there. And then Zama, SLP, max 250, flight level 100. And then Lesba, we need to be down to about 7,000 feet. And then depending on the approach, there's Lesba. We need to look at some of the transitions here. Sotil. Lots to consider as we get closer. We've still got a bit of a way to go, and it's been a while since we've been out the flight deck, so let's check our speed. There we are, it's holding quite nicely. So Mach decimal 82, and I've got it set to 86.6% N1. Turned ever so slightly, so I'll just make sure I've recentered the heading bug. Randolph, thank you very much. Superb, thanks for the tip. Philip's got the BISBA 1 Whiskey as well. Cythera, hello. Very well, thank you. I was knee deep in charts there. Hope you're okay. Zaliga, welcome back. Hope you're okay. It's Stream Beats. Taverniaris. Nice, just have it in the background. We could probably put in that BISBA 1 Whiskey arrival actually, while we're skimming along at 37,000 feet. Level arrival. Doctor on board, you're still here. Remind me which runway you said was in use in real life. Is it 25 right? Memory of a sieve. .25 right, yeah, that's what you said. Just dug it out of Discord there. And I'm gonna have a little quick look at the charts. What's ILS Zulu and ILS Yankee? We'll go with Zulu. So ILS 25 right, Zulu. BISBA 1 Whiskey. And we want an RNAV transition. Runway 25 right, which includes not CLE 1 Whiskey. We need the Les 1 whiskey. That's the one we want. So there's 1 whiskey as well. Quite a lot in that arrival procedure. Arrival data. 1095 is the BCA ILS frequency for 25 right, so that's good. 3 degrees glide slope. 245 degrees runway heading, of course, and that's on the charts is the same as well. And runway threshold altitude 10 foot. We've still got a bit of a way to go. Mats, hello. What's the giveaway? So, courtesy of Contrail today, we've got 2 €25 gift vouchers to give away for you guys to take your pick through the Contrail Webshop for some awesome Microsoft Flight Simulator add-ons. So we've got 2 of those to give away today, courtesy of those guys at Contrail. And all you've got to do is subscribe and then answer the following question. Which region of Spain is Barcelona situated within? Randolph, no problem at all. If check out all of my tutorials on the channel, and if you feel like there's something that you've missed, feel free to ask the question in our Discord server. There's loads of us that are really happy to help answer questions and help everybody in there. And if there's a tutorial that I might have missed, then you can let me know in our Discord server, so I could get to work and give it a go. For those of you not sure of the answer, I need the English spelling, and for a bit of a hint, Barcelona is the capital of this autonomous region that I'm looking for today for the answer here. Ah, Philip, thank you. I hadn't yet read through all of the Navigraph stuff. Florian, hello. Yes, yeah, we were discussing that a little earlier on, actually. And the relevant screenshots have been put into our Discord server as well, of course. So so it's something we don't forget. First live crash in the on the channel ever. It's annoying, so I wish I'd noticed it beforehand. Face, hopefully you've downloaded the model matching magic one that Philip McCauley in the chat there created. So hopefully you found that one really useful, and the tutorial I've created to go along with that too. If you've not downloaded that one, check it out. It's really good for model matching. Tickling the Alps again. Couple of new names in the live chat. Hello to you guys. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're all having a good week so far. Don't forget to enter the giveaway while you're here. And if you guys are enjoying the stream today, please do consider giving us a thumbs up, give us a little like. For those of you who are tuning in, wondering what happened when we crashed earlier, it's down to, apparently, when I turned the transponders and things on down here, I'd moved the view back up and I knocked the aileron trim, the lower value here, across to the right. So it's basically smashed us into a really hard right turn. So after departure, I was pretty much using full left aileron. I just had no idea what was going wrong. I didn't realise when I checked the aileron trim right at the beginning, I don't think I'd actually looked at this specific value, because if I did, I'd have seen that the aileron trim had been completely out, and I'd have reset that accordingly. Oh, minus 20. There we go. We'll go plus 20 for landing. Swiss Pilot, what's my favourite free add-on for MSFS 2020? Good grief, that's a really difficult question. Is that including things like the fly-by-wire mod? Or is that, not including that? Right, Collins, good day, fantastic channel. Thank you very much. Glad you enjoy it. Except for the very rare cock-up that I did at the start. George's FS videos, do you know what version of the A32NX is on the MSFS store? Yeah, it's basically a watered down version of the stable. So you don't want it. It's not that great. You guys want to, if you want the A32NX, you want to download the A32NX directly from flybywiresim.com and their installer. That's what I would recommend. There's the coast. Halfway there already. Don't forget to get your entries in, folks, while you're here. Yeah, all 3 add-ons. Definitely the fly-by-wire A32NX then. Gatwick's really nice, but for me now I've noticed that it's just an absolute drain on performance. Which is a shame. And in my previous stream, the Gatwick mod caused me a crash to desktop, sadly. Lauren, you're correct there, yeah. So it is a watered down version of the A32NX that we can download directly, basically. So it's going to be a separate package in itself, effectively, just to maintain some sort of project for the Xbox stuff. Would I download it? No, definitely not. I always use the development version of the A32NX. That's the one you guys want to use. Little airport tickling down there into view. That's Nice. So we were chatting about the progress as we went along there. Only 54 entries in today's giveaway, folks. So make sure you answer, get yourself in with a chance to win. Click subscribe, and then once you've subscribed, that's the first condition met. And then the second condition is you just got to answer one question correctly, and Nightbot will then record your entry to be eligible with a chance to win one of 2 €25 vouchers. So the answer, I'm looking for the answer to the following question: which region of Spain is Barcelona situated in? And I want the English spelling, of course. Bays, there's always sound work being done for the A32NX. Yeah, I think next time I use the Gatwick mod, I'll probably get the lesser version. It's the one that's got everything in it. It's just really badly optimized, sadly. And it never used to be a problem. It's the last couple of maybe like about a month's worth of updates have just caned the performance right down to nothing. If you're tuning in as well, in 2 days' time, don't forget we are having another giveaway, and this second giveaway's going to be courtesy of Orbex. We're going to give away one of their new EA7 Edgeley Opticas for MSFS. And I'll be flying around in it live on the stream when we give one away too. Lauren, indeed, yeah, South France looking fantastic. 58 entries now. Not too bad for a midweek stream in the middle of the day, of course, but if you've not yet entered, Valencia approaches on. Seen them online before. Make sure you drop in an entry, guys. Gridman, yeah, that was Nice. It was behind the wing now. We're making some really good progress. Let's check our speed because it's been a little while. Good stuff. We're holding that quite nicely actually. 160 miles to go until we need to be at or below 250, flight level 250. And what we need to do is check our legs, there we go, because we've got discontinuity, which is why we don't have a top of descent marker. So if you don't see a little green circle around about here somewhere with top of descent that should tie in nicely, it's likely because you've got a discontinuity. So always go through and check those like so, and delete them, deal with them accordingly. It's because we had 2 BISBAs, and then we execute that. Lovely. And if we go LFD menu, VNav, legs. Whee. Cool. We've done a little turn again, haven't we? So always make sure we center that heading bug. Riley, how do you enter? You've got to make sure you're subscribed down below, and then you just need to answer the question, which region of Spain is Barcelona situated in? And I need the English spelling. You only have to answer once, and we will then draw, you get 2 entries basically. We're going to draw the first winner when we start our approach, just before we establish on the ILS to land. And then all of the entry period will stay open until we park up on stand, and we'll shut down the engines, and we'll then give away the second and final €25 gift voucher. So we've got 2 to give away, totaling €50 worth of prizes today on the channel. That speed's holding quite nicely now actually. See if we can get a bit of the south of France in. Really cool livery. It's on flightsim.to if you guys want it. Still need to figure out somewhere really scenic. I might do the Turks and Caicos Islands for the Edgeley Optica giveaway in 2 days. So we'll fly around the Turks and Caicos, we'll do some island hopping maybe, a couple of different airfields along the way, touch and goes and things. And we'll put the Edgeley Optica to its true real use, which is really good visibility, and we'll observe everything going on down below. Maybe a bit of low flying as well, buzzing the ocean. I think Ashley was here earlier, yes. Not sure. I'm certain Ashley was here earlier. He says, scrolling up through the live chat. Swiss pilot? No, I'm not, sadly. I wish I was. Years ago, I used to be a light aircraft instructor for an organisation called the Air Cadets. and I really enjoyed that. I was hoping I could have become an airline pilot, but I just didn't have the finances to do so, sadly. As much as it pains me. So simming is probably as close as I'm going to get, although well, yeah, when I do try and fly, I try and learn the aeroplane as best as I can. Riley's purchased the CRJ last week, really enjoy it. Yeah, I think it's my favourite aeroplane in the sim, I've got to say. I love the complexity of it, and with this as well, if you don't pay attention to the speed, because there's no auto throttle, for those of you who haven't flown it yet, speed can run away from you very quickly. Yeah, SmartWings, probably not, no. I've got an RTX 2070 Super graphics card, and I just about manage all of this with the graphics you guys see today. Matthew, very kind. Except for aileron trim, it seems. Quite a significant thing to overlook today. Marseille, just off on our 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock almost. Marek, yeah. By the time certain things get solved in life, it ends up becoming almost impossible just to, or too late. But hey, I enjoy simming. 59 entries. Lego Dude, I very rarely have slow mode on, and if I do for giveaways, it might be for 1 or 2 seconds only, and that's kind of it. Going to have to think about descent soon, so at or below the charts. Star, BISBA 1 whiskey, wasn't it? BISBA 1 whiskey, at or below flight level 250. We want to be at flight level 100 by Zama, or at or above flight level 130 actually. So let's target 13,000. We're at 37,000 currently. And we're going to go, what are we now, 270. 270 knots, end speed about 290. And we want 74 nautical miles. That's there. .61 nautical miles, 1,800 foot per minute. We have to be below flight level 250 by BISBA, which means we have to start descent 30 miles prior to BISBA at the very least. Last bit's just straight over the Mediterranean now, directly up towards Barcelona for us. Yes, Lego Dude, it's the music. Wow, Thomas, good grief, that is big money for one flight school. Zorgmeister, that is that's almost a debate that I've had with myself actually. I considered NATS as an air traffic controller when my dream of being a pilot sort of fizzled away. But then, like you're saying there in the chat, they require you, NATS in the UK folks are basically the air traffic services provider, for those of you who aren't aware. And they require you, if you're going to get a job with them, they require you to go to a residential course for 6 months at their centre, and you get assessed pretty much every day throughout the course, but certainly every week there's an actual assessment that takes place, and you can fail at any point. So you can get all the way through to 5 months and 3 weeks, and you can fail, and then that's it. They terminate your contract, and by that point you've already quit your job to go and do it. So sadly, you've got a lot to lose by putting in for something like that, and it stops people like myself doing it, and Zorgmeister as well, it seems. So there's BISBA. I'm going to start descent when that tickles the 40 nautical mile radius, I think. Matthew, I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with to test Ashley. Oops, wrong button. Yeah, go for it. What do you need me to show, Matthew? I've got a bit of time. Yeah, Zorgmeister, exactly. It's sadly not worth the risk more than anything else. As much as I'd have loved to have done it, as I'm sure you would have done. Swiss Pilot, yeah. Who makes it? Is it freeware? Is it payware? Certainly dig it out. I used to do a bit of gliding in the past. I'm not sure how much has been programmed in though in the sim properly though. I don't know if you can actually do some ridge soaring and things. Ooh, level approach 125.25. Thank you very much. $125.25. I'm going to tune now just so we can have a little listen and monitor, see what's going on, and I'll have to pull the ATIS information shortly as well. Don't forget folks, there's still got some time to get your entries in for the giveaway today. Yes, of course.
Radio 19058, continue descent 4000 feet, Greenwich
1017. That's what you're on about, Matthew, I think. So Ashley, I hope you're watching. They're a very unique set of people, of course. Air traffic controllers, very talented. Cool, nice. Was that the sim rate thing that happens, or level ATIS 18650? Wonder if we've got voice ATIS. Let's find out. I do like a bit of voice ATIS. There we go, Matthew. It's Matthew's question to Ashley T. So, what is that air duct used for? That's that little air duct there. Ashley's going to be smashing through all the manuals now if she can find on Google. Although I've not found much from on Google actually. Oh, Zorgmeister, definitely, yeah. I've got a good mate of mine actually who I'm hoping he's doing his instructor stuff at the moment through PPL. Having spent the last few years as an airline pilot at British Airways, and hoping, he said he would give me my PPL at cost price, which would be really cool. And I'll stick a GoPro in the back and record the whole thing for you guys so you can watch me get through a PPL, I guess, in the future. That's at least something to come in the future anyway. Right. Scoop. Lauren, perhaps that was intentional. I mean, I never knew until you just obviously mentioned that, but I would assume maybe there's somebody with a great sense of humour at IAG that came up with that. 80 miles. We've obviously got no voice ATIS. That's a shame. Let's start to bring our nose down slightly.
Bring
the throttle back to go with it as well, so we can match the speed to our rate of descent.
Ladies and gentlemen, for landing, please both the backrest of your seat in an upright position and fold out your tables. In first and business class, please do not forget to store away your monitors and your footrest.
So don't forget, we'll draw the first winner just before we establish on the ILS. If it gets busy, I'll draw the first winner sooner. And then Boat Tango. And then we'll draw that second winner.
Clear for the ILS, will approach runway 25 right.
Info Tango. Expect ILS approach runway 25 right, departure 25 left, transition level 7000. So let's change that in VNAV. So I think, yeah, that's it. Haven't set anything yet in haste. There is actually a voice ATIS, but if you're using a new version of Euroscope, like I do when I stream, you actually can't. You can't do it, sadly. Cool. I never made the connection either, but it sounds like a fantastic bit of IAG humour. And let's bring that down to 1800 now, which is what I calculated for our top descent. Ashley's, I think Ashley's stumped. And suspiciously quiet. I think, Lauren, you're correct. I'm guessing anyway, it's going to be something to do with pressurisation. There's actually 4 different Nacka air ducts on the plane, 1 on each engine cowling. Let's see if anyone knows where the other 2 are and what they're used for. I would assume, let's have a little look, see if I can quickly find it while we descend.
Radio 19058, wind 200 degrees, 11 knots, runway 255, clear to land.
Oh, I mean, I would have assumed there was one up here somewhere, but perhaps not. Unless I'm just not looking at the right little bit. There's the other one. I assume that's one. There. Although that is just a hole. Now beyond that, I'm not sure where the other 2 are. I'm sure Matthew will tell us what they what that little intake is there. Kirill, you've got 24 hours to contact me, of course, if you enter the giveaway. So whoever's drawn as a winner, ideally you're there in the live chat, you say hello and things. Swiss Pilot, I have done a tutorial on how to get started at VATSIM. Just looked at it. Which bit? Heading. Jeets ETA should be at the top of your screen. We are in our descent already. Bring that speed back a tad. Northwest coast of Spain, up ahead. Do we make our way down to Barcelona? Barcelona's down here somewhere.
63, confirm flight direct, develop.
And I'll make sure I've got things like lights and things on because...
Osprey 5563, apologies, I thought I heard Liz, but stand by.
No problem, just fly direct, develop.
So landing elevation, we've set that.
And
We've checked fuel, TCAS is set, radar on or off, we'll just leave it on. Gas checked.
Descend, flight level 70.
Landing data set. We'll check our radio stuff.
Thank you.
I'm going to go through this quickly. So Barcelona 116.7. Nav 2 and approach 25 right 1095 what else have we got here? Minimums. Cat 2 ILS and DH of 128, so I think we'll have to go 130. Let's hide that. How are we doing on speed? Speed's looking good. Let's bring that down a bit though. Do 1255. I'll set that now. Information uniform now. Barcelona approach, hello Hansa line 09 Mike, CRJ700 with information uniform. Descending through flight level 250 inbound Zama.
Hansa line 09 Mike, approach, good evening, please squawk 6213.
Squawk 6213, Hansa line 09 Mike. The question, guys, for today's giveaway, you've got to make sure you've hit subscribe first. And then you need to answer the following question correctly using the English name.
1958, picket on left, please.
Which region of Spain is Barcelona situated within?
Picket on left.
Where's that SLP? Chance. Taxi. No. Star.
Area 1958, taxi via Foxtrot Sierra to stand 314.
Just pilot, that's just the ATIS information. So every time it changes, the letter increases by 1. So it goes from Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. So you know that if you've got information Bravo on board, and then you hear from the ATIS that actually this information Charlie, you need to go through and look at that ATIS information again. Jeets, check your spelling. There's multiple spellings for it, but not quite the one I'm looking for.
Hansa line 09 Mike, radar contact, continue descent, flight level 70, and fly direct left one.
Continue descent, flight level 70, direct LESBA, Hansa line 09 Mike.
09 Mike, correction, flight LEBL.
Direct Tebler, Hansa line 09 Mike. Gotta break the plane. There we go, a right old shortcut there. So speed 250 because we're going to be crossing the SLP as we descend. So you have to be at or below 250 for that, and set our altitude to the transition, which is 7,000. Thomas, yes, if I'd have known what was going to happen prior to departure, I'd have set that as a question actually. Yeah, perhaps I should have I should have used the opportunity to change the question dynamically.
Verify 563, continue descent 2000.
Make sure you hit subscribe before you answer today's giveaway.
Runway 25 right.
Once we establish, which is about 40 miles from now roughly, we'll draw the first winner for today's giveaway, courtesy of Contrail, to win one of 2 gift vouchers, €25 gift vouchers for use on the Contrail Webshop. Really awesome store. Let's tune some, let's see what we've got here. FMS. I want VOR2. And then when we land, taxi off the runway, we park up on stand and shut down, we will then draw the second winner for today. Make sure you hit like while you're here as well if you've been enjoying today's stream. Every little thumbs up helps. Before landing checklist is next. What's that performance telling us for V speeds here? ERF 134. So 139 for approach. And how many entries do we have so far? We've got 67 eligible entries, so 67 people that have answered correctly, having already clicked subscribe beforehand. So fairly decent chance of winning one of the 2 vouchers today, of course. All the terms and conditions are in today's stream's description down below as well. And after today's stream, don't be tempted to unsubscribe from the channel. Stay subscribed. We've got more giveaways coming up, including one in 2 days' time. We're going to give away a brand new Edgeley Optica made by Orbex from Microsoft Flight Simulator. Matthew, yes. So the hole, I was asking about the air vent at the base of the tail. So the hole at the base of the tail is the ram air duct. ECS synoptic page used for unpressurized flight cooling of hydraulic systems 1 and 2, pre-pack cooling. Ah, nice. Harshva, yes, we've got LatinVFR's Barcelona. So we departed with SimWings Munich, we've got LatinVFR's Barcelona, and everything you guys have seen today during the stream, including the aeroplane that we're in at the moment, the Aerosoft CRJ, it's all available to download via the Contrail Webshop. As we make our way in, I'm just changing the camera view there, we make our way into Barcelona, down the coast of Spain. Make sure I'm holding that speed. 40 miles to go. We're past the SLP now, I think, technically. Or we are kind of crossing that, so max 250 knots according to that. Yes, we've got Arex scenery as well. Made by LatinVFR, so custom ground vehicles. Really nice. It's bringing us direct in for an approach. In fact, we can see the runways just there, right where the cursor is. So really not long at all now, guys, until we draw our first winner today. And we'll keep the entry period rolling. All the way through to shutdown. What's the QNH here? 1017. So I'm going to cheat. One less thing for me to do.
Osprey 5563, wind 200 degrees 11 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land.
25 right, clear to land, Osprey 5563.
Not too far ahead now, Philip. Can't quite see him, but he's established on the localizer here somewhere.
One 9058, welcome to Barcelona, flight plan closed at
We have to try and increase our rate of descent a little bit, I think. We're passing 10,000, so lights.
Line 09er Mike, continue descent 2,300 feet, QNH 1017, clear for the ILS full approach, runway 25 right.
Continue descent 2,300 feet, cleared ILS approach 25 right, QNH 1017, Hansa line 09 Mike. Yeah, definitely going to want to try and wash some of the speed off a little bit. We're going to be coming in hot. QNH 1017, that's set. Let's kill this rate of descent a little bit. Help that speed come off. We've got 10 miles to go. We're going to draw our first winner. Remember guys, throw in your answers after you've clicked subscribe and you want to answer the following question. Which region of Spain is Barcelona situated in? Cross reversers left and right armed. I think we're pretty much all good to go. This is all done. We just need landing gear down and slats flaps as required. Actually going to use a little bit of speed brake. We are above the glide slope still. We've got work to do. Oops. Get about half. There's the runway. So, resync that. Heading mode. Nav source. Oh, the course is wrong. 25 right, 25 right, 25 right, 245. There we go, 245, that's set. Okay. Bring that range right in now. So let's draw our first winner, guys. Good luck to everybody that's taken part so far. Don't forget you can still enter once we've drawn this first winner. There's another €25 gift card to be won courtesy of Contrail.shop. So the first winner today is, let's see, let's sort this out whilst I'm flying the plane. David A. Congratulations to you, first winner today, the €25 gift card for Contrail. And don't forget guys, I'm going to get, is it over, is it over? We've still got one more to give away, so don't be disheartened if you haven't won this first one. Let's get rid of that. Let's bring that rate of descent down a little bit. Let's change format. You can see the ILS a bit better. Congratulations to David. You can still enter, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land. Please remain seated until we have stopped.
Matthew. He even knows about the push for direct course trick on the CRS selector knob. Half my FOs have no idea. Just the quickest way, isn't it? Otherwise you're having to, especially that, it was all set to 0, so it's complete opposite to where I wanted it to be. Altitude capture, Let's get some flaps in because we're pitching up and speed is important here. And we're going to arm approach mode now so we can intercept the localizer.
Spray 5563, welcome to Barcelona, taxi via November Echo Sierra, correction, November Echo Lima to gate 312.
There we go. This is a stunning piece of scenery, by the way, guys.
Taxi November Echo Lima, taxi gate 312.
Performance 134, we want 139 approach.
2001, correction, Hanseland 09er Mike, wind 200 degrees, 11 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land.
Clear land 25 right at Hanseline 09 Mike. Yeah, I'm not sure if David A's here. He usually is, but if not, he's got 24 hours to contact me to claim the prize, of course, and we've still got one more to give away. 7.4 nautical miles glide slope, and the nose is pitched down. There he is. Congratulations to you. I absolutely love Contrail. They've got some of the best scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Mike, vacate to the runway on the right, please.
Look at that. Vacate to the right for Hanseline 09 Mike. Marek, am I going to record a replay of my landing? Oh, you know what? I could do, couldn't I? Actually, I can't because we're doing a giveaway and I need to focus on shutting down the engines. And if I shut down the engines, I can't do the next stage. Let's go gear down. Oh, I'm a little quick for that. Let's have a quick look at the city. There's the port. Oh, hello, that's getting rendered in fairly late. Right, focus. Set. Yeah. Control. Don't forget to use trim, folks, because that's going to really help factor in easing that pressure on the stick. So flap set, gear down. We're almost at minimums. We've just lost the glide slope slightly, so pitching up a bit, but also using a bit of power because power reduces rate of descent. I'm going to leave that power in actually. Retrim. There we go. Bit of a crosswind, 18 knots according to the nav display. Don't want to lose that approach speed. I want to hold about 140. Captain Ontario, welcome. David's already got Contrail, loves Contrail. Good stuff, it's great to hear.
300.
To retrim. The airplane feels a bit different now on the stick.
200.
Oof. Ooh, a bit of a floaty. There we go. Down. Bit of manual brakes, bit of reverse thrust. Certainly a lot smoother than that departure we did. Love it. Try and maintain the centre line, but I'm looking at my charts here, so I can vacate at Papa 5 ideally. This is LatinVFR's Barcelona scenery. That is stunning down there. There's an Osprey CRJ taxiing. I'm going to vacate Papa 5. Hanseline 09 Mike, vacating Papa 5.
09 Mike, thank you, welcome to Barcelona, taxi Papa 5, Tango, Fox November to gate 120.
Taxi, Papa 5, Tango, Foxtrot, November, and stand 120, Hansel line 09 Mike.
09 Mike, my fault, sorry, 102, stand 102.
No problem, stand 102 for Hansel line 09 Mike. Where's my charts? Parking stands. Papa 5, Tango, Foxtrot, November, which is back on ourselves, so we've got to go back over that way. So don't forget, what region of Spain is Barcelona situated in? That's the question for today's giveaway. We've still got one more left to give away. Let's fire up the APU. So on Papa 5, we've got to continue the turn around. Matthew, thank you very much. We'll check out the Volanta landing rate in a second. APU available, or start I should say. Let's get rid of the flight directors and approach mode. We'll check out the scenery as well before we end the stream today, guys, because it is one of the best. Gate Foxtrot November coming up. This is where having some good charts really help. Let's put that back onto normal mode, FMS. For our journey data, next time we fly, we want FMS 1. David, yeah, very nice. Lots to juggle single pilot in the CRJ. There is indeed. Mr. Liga, if you've already set it, you've already got 2 entries basically, so don't worry too much there. So turning on Fox November. And stand 120, which is straight, 102, which is one of these here in the corner. And interestingly, could it be that one? That's 103. Could it actually be the one that the sim thinks we should be going to? 103 to 92. Nice and easy. Let's drop those. 102 coming up. So, just a couple of seconds left now to get your questions, or get the answer to the question in with your chance to win the final €25 gift voucher for Contrail Webshop today. Let's turn the recognition lights off as well. APU's available too, that's good. You've got to answer the question, what region of Spain is Barcelona situated in? And for a final hint, it's the Barcelona is the capital of this autonomous region, and I want the English spelling. Lauren, indeed, I've learnt a lot from Matthew, so I really appreciate all of his advice over the last couple of months learning the CRJ. As I said plenty of times, it is absolutely my favourite aeroplane in the sim. And prior to the release, I was actually quite critical of regional jets. I thought, yeah, what's the point in the sim? I want bigger and better. I absolutely love this. Engine 2, let's get rid of it, let's kill it. Come on. There we go. Or how heavy we are. I've not actually checked out this this terminal. Clear the master warning and caution lights there. We know what that's activated for. We'll stop there, I think. There's the stop line, but we are a small little plane. Down 102, home sweet home. Unlock that. And shut down engine 1. Beacon. Seatbelt signs off. Door closed. Guardrails down. because I want to see if the jetway connects the air bridge. So using the Toolbar Pushback helper thing, 2 stands down is where the sim wanted me to go. That's always the way, isn't it? Jetway. Jeez. Yeah, I don't think it works. Your controls particularly works very well for the CRJ, although I've not tried it myself since that infamous flight we did back in, I think, November or December, wasn't it? Ages ago it was. Oh, where's it going? Anyway, let's check out the inside of this. Look at this. It's amazing. And I've never gone out this side either. Through the glass. Massive Iberia engineering hangars over there as well. There is a lot in this scenery, including the city and the port, which makes it quite special. But the beauty is as well, it's actually really good on performance. They've optimised it really nicely. I mean, look at all this. And we'll draw the second winner in a second. Marek, sometimes they do, it depends on the airport. Mako Simulations Birmingham, for example, some of the jet bridges there do actually go low enough to connect, as does LaGuardia. Interesting. Feel like we're in the wrong side here, there we go. Nice little walkway. A couple of people admiring the view. And I want to show you guys the other side, because it is quite fantastic. There's one of the guys. Great livery, look at that. You can see how detailed the ground textures are. This is one of my favourite sceneries in the sim, I've got to say. I mean, look at that. Detail there is phenomenal. And then we punch into the actual terminal. On 2 levels. Little departures board there. I can actually read those on my screen. This is awesome. It's a fantastic bit of scenery. Look how crisp that sign is. Zoom along the escalator, why not? And I'm off to the Sortida, which I think is exit in Spanish. I want to see what this side of the airport is like. It's really fantastic. I mean, look at that. It's some of the most highly detailed scenery that I've seen in the sim, I've got to say. And it's one of my fond favourites. The Chennai airport's really nice, and freeware, awesome. I'll check that out. I'm actually planning a flight at the moment. I'm just trying to find a better day to do it, but I'm looking at doing like a Male in the Maldives to Goa or somewhere like that. Anyway, you guys are waiting for the second giveaway to be announced, so thanks for your patience. I hope you've enjoyed the stream today. Make sure you do give us a little thumbs up as well. There we are, get the background in. So good luck to everybody that took part. We've got 80 entries, and for the second €25 gift card courtesy of Contrail Webshop, Contrail.shop for their website. If you're drawn, like David, say hello in the live chat, but more importantly, contact me on Discord or via email to claim your prize. And the second winner is Lauren V. Congratulations to you two. So, Lauren, email me, contact me via Discord directly on a DM or via our Discord server. Same with yourself, David. And you guys can get hold of your 25 Euro gift cards. Thanks to the team at Contrail, generously donating those today. Make sure you join us over the next 2 days. What day is it today? We're Monday today, aren't we? So on Wednesday, folks, we're going to be going live to the Caribbean in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And we're going to be giving away another really awesome prize. And this, in 2 days' time, it's going to be courtesy of Orbex. We're going to be giving away an Edgeley EA7 Optica for Microsoft Flight Simulator. That weird, buggy-looking aeroplane with the googly eyes that you sit in for the flight deck. Really cool, great for VFR, amazing for virtual reality as well if you guys have got it. So check it all out. Make sure you enter that giveaway as well. And of course, there are always more to come, so stay subscribed and click that notification bell as well. Thanks to Philip for flying along. I think he's over there. Still, I think that's him, caught in the distance. I'm not sure. And I hope you guys enjoyed the first crash ever alive on the stream as well, thanks to some fairly woefully inadequate pilot error on departure, knocking the aileron trim to full right. And not realising until Matthew pointed it out. Hope you've all enjoyed it. Join us at Wednesday for a little bit more live stream action. But in the meantime, thanks to all our bronze, silver and gold frequent flyers. Thanks to Randolph for super chatting the £5 tip, and Gridman for your £10 tip as well. And I'll be sure to grab some ice cream after landing, like you mentioned there. Probably with a gin and tonic after that crash. But there we go. See you all in 2 days' time. As always, thanks for watching.